You are walking away from things, people, places, situations, energies, thoughts, actions, habits that no longer serve you. You're done with it. No more effing around, no more BS. Time to act on this magician card, take action, paint on this canvas that is your life, fulfill your mission, apply more forceful energy to the task at hand. This is the year to take big action. Welcome to the Energy Within podcast, helping you to embrace your weirdness, beat imposter syndrome, and fully step into your soul's purpose. My name is Carrie Jokala. I am your host. I am a Reiki master teacher, a fitness instructor, a wife, a mom to 2 little boys, and this is episode 172. And I'm really excited for this one because I'm bringing you a really big card reading that you can also see actually on my Instagram, because I did already post to my stories and then turned it into a longer reel. It's a little over 3 minutes long, but it's showing you the cards and it's a shorter explanation of what's going on. And I figured I would attempt to do my best to dive a little bit deeper into that reading. So I have been feeling kind of through most of last year, but then especially once I turned 40 in August. Yeah, I'm not actually 27. And then I felt this same energy push through even stronger, like getting a little bit more cemented with the new year. This energy of not taking the BS anymore, mainly from myself, in terms of not speaking up for myself as much as I should. I don't feel like I'm horrible at it. I've definitely gotten a lot better as I've gotten older, but I feel like I still, in many ways, didn't fully put my foot down or open my mouth about things. And I'm talking in all areas of life, not just one specific area or one specific topic whatsoever here, just generalizing. And I had a short but very informative human design reading recently. And I actually kind of liked the words that she used in terms of really taking real big action, moving forward, starting to make some real money. Not that I'm not making real money, but you know what I mean, like really growing my business, turning it into a full-time thing, scaling and getting super consistent with everything. She's like, it was in context, it was well received. It was not meant in any kind of way, but it was basically like, you're 40 now, it's no more effing around. Like, it's time to get down to business. And I felt that. I knew exactly what she meant, what energy was behind that. It wasn't anything negative or whatsoever, but like, okay, come on, let's go now. Like, we've been playing around, playing small, finding busy work without actually moving the needle forward, that type of thing. I was an information collector rather than an implementer for a long time, taking all the courses, doing all the webinars, or I should say attending all the webinars, writing down all the notes and feeling like I understood everything, but not necessarily fully implementing. Part of that was because for a long time, I didn't really know what it was that I did or what I wanted to do, how I really helped anybody, what made me different, my niche, all that stuff. But now that I'm in my zone, I know what I'm doing, I know where I want to go with it, it's time to stop playing small. And like I said, while I feel like I've been getting better in a lot of areas in my life, there's more that can be done. There's bigger steps that can be taken. There's more confidence that can be built. There's probably a little bit more imposter syndrome that can be peeled away, which not meant as a plug because you actually can't join this current round anymore. But in Unshackled this week, imposter syndrome is specifically what we're going to be working on. So if you know that's something that you need help with, pay attention for when the next round of Unshackled may run. Because like I said, that might become a signature offering for me. But anyway, so that energy of basically opening the throat chakra, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself. There's a little bit of root chakra work in there as well. But then I'm also really feeling bursts of creativity, ready to take action, really wanting to be more creative, even just in a hobby sense, doing things that I wouldn't bother making even a side hustle out of. Like I've never really been much of a painter before. I always like to draw and color and stuff like that. And I painted a little bit here and there, but nothing major whatsoever. But I've been feeling lately like maybe I want to paint, like just that creative energy coming through. And if she's listening, she's going to message me again probably. Be like, are you talking about me again? Yeah, I am. I'm not going to give any specific details whatsoever, but just suffice to say that I had a brief conversation in my DMs just the other day that basically affirmed that this energy might not be just me, that maybe it's also a collective thing. And that's another something for me personally to look into, because I know that I'm kind of, I guess, a conduit, for lack of a better word, for the collective energy. I know from past experience with certain things that have happened that I tend to, I guess, help process the collective energy just as part of who I am and I guess how I'm designed and maybe what I'm here for. And I maybe also need to learn to put boundaries around that, because I'm just one person. I can't process all of your energy. I'm sorry. I have my own energy to process too. But taking that a step further, just again, personally putting pieces together for myself, maybe I'm getting chills, so maybe this is correct. But I also just worked out, so maybe I'm cold. No, it's a message that maybe I'm more tapped into the collective energy than I give myself credit for, that I could speak on it. Like, if this is what I'm going through, it's probably what other people are going through too, energetically speaking. So, that said, I wanted to pull some cards around it, because I look at card pulls, if you've heard me say this before, not as predicting the future. And I believe that anyone who does either oracle card readings or even tarot card readings correctly, again, for lack of, I guess, a nicer word, you're not predicting the future, because nothing is set in stone. I believe in soul contracts, but I also believe in free will. So you get a card reading, you don't like what it said, you have all the power in the world and every right to change that outcome, to change that path. So even if you get a card that says what the outcome is going to be on the current path that you're on, that's all it is. The outcome of the current path that you're on. So if you don't like the outcome, you change the path, and therefore you change the outcome. Anyway, I was looking for the cards to give me a little bit of that confirmation. Is this a collective energy that I'm feeling tapped into? So I pulled from 3 decks, and the first one I pulled from was the Starseed Oracle. And again, you can go check out my Instagram. If you do, please double tap and hit the like button. Help the algorithm recognize that I exist. But from the Starseed Oracle, I got Your Life as a Canvas, Artist, Manifestation, Creative Accountability, and Surrender to the Sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So there's all that sacral chakra energy, the creativity, designing your life the way that you want, knowing that you are the artist. Like I said, your life is a canvas. You get to paint your life the way you want, and you have more power in that than you might be giving yourself credit for, especially if you're someone who feels like you struggle with manifestation. It's only you getting in your own way. As soon as you can learn how to get out of your own way, I'm not saying it's easy, but as soon as you can learn how to do that, it gets easier. I'm still learning how to do that. But I have my ups and downs. I have times when I feel like I can manifest anything and everything is coming in, all this abundance is rolling in, and I have other times when I feel like I'm completely blocked. So it's normal, it's human, it's okay, but the more you can learn to step out of your own way, the easier it's going to get. Then I also got just confirmation of all the awakening coming up, kind of the stepping into your purpose, a little bit of the speaking up for yourself because you know it's time to take big action. So from the Work Your Light deck, we got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. See, I'm putting puzzle pieces together while I'm explaining all of this. Intuitive hits, intuition coming online, soul tribe, you're finding your people. You're coming into opportunities, situations, you're finding people that align with your purpose who are going to be able to help move you forward. And Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. You are a starseed and you are here on a mission to help raise the vibration of the planet. But even more interesting, I then pulled 3 cards from the Energy Oracle, and these were amazing. So I'll tell you the 3 cards and then I'll explain what they mean. So I pulled the Magician and the Mirror, which is actually not a card I pull very often in this deck, Walking Away, and then the Yin Yang card, and it's reversed. So reversed, remember, doesn't always mean negative, especially in this case, Yin Yang. So it's just one way is one and one way is the other. So starting with the Magician and the Mirror, knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand, and again, you can see this if you go to my Instagram, I am Carrie Jokala. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician. What did I just tell you? You can create your life the way you want. You're the one drawing on this canvas. And within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. Now listen to this. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. And what other freaking card do we pull out of this 53 cards? I think it's 53 card deck. The yin and yang card. I can't math, so I don't know the odds on that, but, figure it out. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. It's up to you. When you receive the Magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. So I'm going to briefly touch on the Walking Away card. I'm not going to read the entire thing because I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like this is just confirmation of not taking the BS anymore, either from other people and or from yourself. You are walking away from things, people, places, situations, energies, thoughts, actions, habits that no longer serve you. You're done with it. No more effing around, no more BS. Time to act on this Magician card, take action, paint on this canvas that is your life, fulfill your mission. And then here, the Yin Yang card. The card reversed reveals a Yang cycle, which is one of active, outgoing energy. So there's sacral chakra energy, action energy. This time calls for a more logical approach to things, but the logic needs to be applied to purposeful action. This cycle is often marked by creativity and new beginnings. Are you seeing all the threads connecting in this card pull? Sometimes with significant outer change. Hey, the walking away card. Let yourself apply more forceful energy to the task at hand and take advantage of this highly charged yang time. No more effing around. Apply more forceful energy to the task at hand. This is the year to take big action. This is the time to stop worrying, to stop people pleasing. And I say that hoping that you intuitively know and understand that that doesn't mean start being a jerk to other people. Don't put up walls. Don't be rude. Everything should still be coming from a place of love and hopefully understanding and compassion. But that doesn't mean that you can't still be firm and putting your foot down and enforcing boundaries while still being kind about it. So I wasn't meaning this to be leading into a pitch for the next big thing I have coming up, because I actually don't have a date picked for it. So I'm just going to put you on notice that I will be running that boundaries intensive that I've been teasing about for probably the last couple of months now. It may run under a different name because I feel like I might also add perhaps some cleansing and protection type of teachings in there as well. But the basic idea is going to be talking about boundaries, how to set boundaries, how to enforce boundaries, and actually doing some energetic work around it. So some Reiki, maybe some Akashic Records or cord cutting. I don't know yet. I'll figure out what's going to feel best for that intensive. And then also taking some action during the intensive where you will not only determine what some or maybe even all of your boundaries need to be right now, and coming up for a planning for scenarios where you may have to actually enforce these boundaries and how you're going to do that. Planning for those possible outcomes so that you're ready the first time somebody tries to push, especially if it's a brand new boundary that someone might not be used to and might get upset about. So this is going to be a one-day thing, not a full day, but I actually expect it to be kind of around maybe a 4-hour experience. So I'm probably going to run it on a Saturday, likely in February. I just haven't picked out a day yet. So stay tuned for that. I do expect that I'm going to do early bird pricing on it too, so you'll want to be able to get in on that. Those of you who are currently in my Unshackled program, you already get that as part of the Unshackled program. So you're already signed up. Don't worry about that. And if you're not in Unshackled, keep your eyes out for the official announcement for the date for that Boundaries Intensive, and also stay tuned for the next round. So this current round is going to go 8 weeks of Unshackled, and probably some regrouping a little bit after that. And then I expect to run it again at least one more time, possibly twice, depending on how things go and what my schedule looks like. So stay tuned and we'll just kind of see what happens. So I hope that this card reading resonated for you. If it did, please let me know. And you can do that by leaving a review right here in the podcast app that you're listening on, if that app allows reviews. I know iTunes does. I'm not sure about the other ones because I don't really use the other ones. You can also share a clip of this to your social media. Tag me. If it's on Instagram, I am Carrie Jokala is my handle. And also please feel free to hop inside the Energy Within Facebook group. Please make sure you answer the questions, just so that I know that you are a real person who is actually interested in joining the group. I don't want a bunch of random people in there. I want it to be a protected energy, a welcoming and inviting and comforting energy in that group. So, like I said, if this resonated, please reach out and let me know, because I would love the feedback to know if this was spot on for the collective energy or not. I feel like it was, but I won't know for sure until you tell me. So that is where I will leave it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.